Welcome, everyone, to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another SEC rival, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cyclones will boot it away to start the game. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking to pass. It's Castillo. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals, and the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Using the quick game. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Castillo. Got his man quickly. Plows through the defense. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Great move there. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to pass it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
From the gun on third down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone. You're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it at the 10. Touchdown, Cyclone! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Looks as if the defense got it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? A run for the quarterback. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're lining up to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Castillo. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds his man enough for the first. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett. And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Castillo. Looking for the end zone. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries. Looking for space. It's Hunt. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cyclones! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Missouri. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quick strike complete. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed three guys. Well done.
Wants to throw on third down. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Iowa State. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him. Do a really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, because even though they're trailing by a lot in this game, the opponent's not trying to run the ball and bleed the clock. They are still taking shots, so you're going to have to continue to try to make plays back there deep.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's going to be cut down behind the line of scrimmage. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to pass, it's Castillo. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Gets it out fast. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Trying to get the corner. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down.
Get set.
The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Cyclones will hustle to the line. Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Cyclones are flying down the field. On the option. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on first and goal. They move the tight end all over. Now on the option. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the route is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going up top. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now on second down. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, the ball squirts out. And he was able to get back on top of it. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Castillo. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up, and You're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon has the lead currently at Autzen Stadium, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
42 Spider. 4-2.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. The Cyclones will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the offense. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better to get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Ringo, let's go.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Check. Cricket.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeps it, and they'll knock him down. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Cyclones! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to reach the goal.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Scanning the field, it's Castillo. Gets it out quickly.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So
I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.